Hi everyone, welcome to this Ryan Reacts video and the countdown to Rotterdam. It is 32 days until the first semi-final of this year's Eurovision Song Contest. So over the next few weeks, we will be looking back at our favourite entries from this year's 39 competing countries. Once again, joining me is my very good friend Scott from Scotland. Evening, Scott.
Well,
and as you can probably tell, this time we are looking back at our favourite entries from Sweden, the powerhouse, the modern day powerhouse of the Eurovision Song Contest. They have 6 wins in the bag, debuted in 1958, and anybody that will watch Eurovision will tell you that they are always one to look out for. So, looking back at our top 3 Swedish entries, kicking things off, my third favourite. Going back not too long, it was Dusseldorf, and it was 2011. Erik Stade won Melodifestivalen and the chance to represent Sweden with the song Popular. It placed 3rd place overall in the final, which is a fantastic achievement. For me, it was the winner of the night. And I still, to this day, think it should have won. It's bizarre to say, but 3rd place was unjustified for this in that contest. For me, this was a bit of a banger. He looked great. He sounded good. The staging was different. It was loud. It was energetic. The choreography was strong. The audience were just loving it. And this was the whole package for me. An absolute standout performance of the night. Can't say much more. My 3rd favourite entry from Sweden. Scott, over to you. Your 3rd favourite.
Yeah, so my 3rd favourite for Sweden is a winning song, and it was held in Jerusalem back in 1999. And for those not in the Eurovision community or the fandom, this song is always up there on their list. It is Charlotte Nielsen, as she was known then, with Take Me to Your Heaven. Now, the reason I like it, yes, it was celebrating 25 years since ABBA won the Eurovision Song Contest, but it had a very ABBA-esque feel to it as well. However, Sweden came on stage very confident. They had an established singer with a good pop song, and yeah, it was a tight race between Sweden and Iceland. Iceland was one of my favourite countries that year, but no, a very well deserved victory for Sweden.
Take me to your heaven, hold on to a dream. Take me to your heaven when my nights.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said there. This was the most current song of that competition. It was what a lot of mainland Europe were listening to. It reminds me of a very kind of like Steps song, whatever people may think of Steps, but it was that kind of like modern pop at the time. Yeah, just a really standout song and a deserving winner in 99. But moving on to my 2nd favourite Swedish entry, going back only a few years again, this time to 2013. Robin Stjernberg with the song You. He was the homeboy. Sweden were hosting in Malmö at the time. He performed 16th on the night. For me, this was just such a feel-good, uplifting song. I think a lot of people were surprised that this won for Sweden. For anybody that follows Melodifestivalen, he actually didn't win or qualify through from his semi-final and actually went to Andra Chansen, the 2nd chance round. And I think he, or from what I know, is the only person to actually go on to win Melodifestivalen that didn't qualify straight away from their semi-final. So I think it came as a surprise, but nevertheless, this was and still is one of my favorite songs. I listen to this often. It just puts a smile on my face. I do feel that the staging, they thought about it too much. There was the kind of like little hill, the choreography. It was all trying to be too nice, I think. Personally, I would have liked to have seen it a bit raw, just kind of him delivering the song and not thinking about, the choreography or the podium, where to look or any of that kind of thing. I just wanted him to be the focus. So there were some distractions, but that aside, a really good song, one of my favorites, and my second favorite overall. So, Scott, your runner-up for Sweden.
Well, as you know, I'm a big 80s fan, so I'm going back to the year that Eurovision went to Göteborg, or Gothenburg, which is said to be Sweden's friendly city. Sorry to my friends out in Stockholm. 1985, Kiki Danielsson was making her second appearance at Eurovision after performing as part of the duo Chips in 1982, and she sang with the unusual title song Bra vibrationer, which English speakers might find amusing, but it actually means good vibrations. It was very 80s. They say that the backing dancers were inspired by Michael Jackson. If you look back now, you can maybe see some of that. But no, it was energetic, it had good momentum, and it was just a strong pop song. And rightfully, it deserved third place that year.
Which brings us on to our personal favourites from Sweden. And this probably won't come as a surprise to many. For me, no, it's not ABBA. It was their other famous winner, 2012. It was Baku in Azerbaijan. And of course, it was Loreen singing Euphoria. This is probably the most successful, most well-known, and probably the most celebrated modern-day winner of Eurovision. For me, it's an absolute club banger. I have listened to this so many times since 2012. I hear this a lot going out and about to clubs in London and all over the place. This is still a really big song across Europe and beyond, I'm sure. It was a deserving winner on the night. Again, the performance, it was quirky, it was dark, it was mysterious, but it was a masterclass in Eurovision for me. And I'm sure many people will agree that, it's one of the best winners to come out of the contest. So Euphoria, my number one, and back to you, Scott, for your winner.
Yeah, I should say that Euphoria is out with the Eurovision fandom, is known to non-Eurovision fans. I've had colleagues that have mentioned to me about Eurovision, and the one song that they recall is Euphoria. So it actually really went across the spectrum. Mm-hmm. And it did very successful, particularly here in the UK. Remember, it got to number 3, which for a modern day Eurovision song to reach that height in our charts is fantastic. It was dark, it was mysterious, it was arty and edgy. It was something different, and that's something that Sweden is known for. But yeah, you're right, it was a very good winner. For me, I'm actually going to go for another winner, which is one of my personal favorites of all time. I have so many favorites of all time. So I'm going to go back to 1991, and it's Carola with the song Fångad av en stormvind, which means captured by a love storm, or at least that was the English release of the song. She performed in Rome, and I think on the night there were some sound problems in the arena, so they weren't sure whether she had to perform again, but no, she didn't have to. It was a dramatic voting sequence at the end. She drew with France, but on a count back, she actually had more. They both had the same level of 12 points, but Sweden actually had more, 10 points given by each country. So therefore, Sweden won by a comeback. So yeah, that would be my number one. And she went on to great success.
Absolutely. Well, there we go. Our favourites from Sweden. Surprise, neither of us have mentioned ABBA here, but hey, I mean, I don't think we need to. They've gone on to be a huge success. But nevertheless, our thoughts, favourites from Sweden over the history of the contest. Let us know your favourite Swedish entry of all time. As always, like, dislike, comment, share, subscribe, do what you got to do. A big thanks to Scott for joining, and a big thanks to you guys for watching. Take care. Bye.